What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Socrates. This is your review for Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13, episode 9. So, this is going to be the prequel to the actual dungeon party that they've been trying to fast forward us to get to. I want to preface this review with saying that the biggest takeaway from this is communication, proper and effective communication, because that literally is the root of everything that we dealt with this episode. So it picks up where we left off with Marlo getting up from the table because Hurricane was getting into it. Kenya says that what, she would have had a better room if she knew how to treat me, the host. And when she said this, Marlo had actually returned and sat back down. Marlo says to Kenya, like, you read me, you be reading me. I'm looking for my I left my dang on drink over there. Anyway, says that, you be reading me this, that, and third. And she is alluding to the fact that she cannot read, which we know Marlo cannot read. But what she can do is she can cut you to the white meat. Marlo is very successful at doing that. Cynthia pretty much says that they need to kind of just find a common place and get there. This is the role that Cynthia that she always plays, is just kind of being the mediator, the let me say something to Kumbaya, get us all back together. Won't be the last time. So that conversation is done. You later see Cynthia packing a to go bag for Mike. I laughed because I can't speak for nobody else. I know when my relatives, when there is a get together, family function, cookout, whatever the case may be, I know people to come in with their own Tupperware bowls, this, that, and the third. I've known people to come in, first thing they do is make a plate, put that plate in their car, then come back in and make another plate to eat on. And if didn't nobody see them take that plate to the car, they're gonna make a second plate on their way out. I've seen it happen. I have seen it happen. And to an extent, that's a tad bit rude when people do that because they take everything and don't leave the host with nothing. Now, when I've thrown my parties and whatnot, I'm encouraging people take some of this stuff with you, like, because I've already put some up for myself, so y'all can take the rest. Polar opposite, just two different worlds, two different worlds. But anyway, the girls appear to be uh, I want to say aggravated because they're bored. Because they feel that Kenya should have had by the minute, play by play things for them to do. And I do, but don't understand it. Because I've been on some trips where, it's just general, we're going to do this day, we're going to do this day. And then there's just dry time in between. But I know how to sit here and entertain myself. So I'm not expecting somebody to sit here and have something for me to do at every moment of the trip. So I'm thinking this was some of the women trying to find a reason to be upset with Kenya. Just saying. Kenya decides she's going to retire, and she's up there with Brooklyn. The girls are wanting to play a game. Candy goes to get Kenya. Kenya's like, I'm not coming back downstairs. So now Candy is upset. So now all the girls are mad, including Candy. Portia is leading the charge on, I want to say, the Kenya hate train, because it's the whole, now they're bringing back up the fact that they're upset that baby Brooklyn is here, yet we've already had this discussion when y'all were on the bus coming there. So bringing it back up is truly me feeling, though all the girls were, it appeared to me, all the girls were trying to find a reason to be upset with Kenya. I think Portia was trying to just solidify a reason for not liking Kenya. Because let's be honest, last season she had no reason not to like Kenya. She was cool with Kenya up until she got back up Nene's crawl. So that's just how I felt on that. Now, this is the first time that we actually see Candy get remotely upset because, all of them are commiserating. And she's upset because, her baby is the youngest out of all of them. And she didn't think that she would have a connection with baby Blaze because of the surrogacy. But she says that her baby is clingy, so it's hurting her in that regard. And Portia even mentioned that Kenya had brought her baby. I think they went to Greece. I didn't feel like rewinding because I was trying to cook some food, eat some food, and all this other stuff. But it's like, if you know that the last trip y'all went on, she brought her child. You know that every time y'all go on these big trips, she has her child with her. Is it far fetched to believe that she wouldn't have had her child there? Now, I'm going to go ahead and kill all of this with, had Kenya just been forthcoming and just explained all of this to the ladies, we wouldn't have nothing to talk about. Yet at the same time, we wouldn't have no drama for the show. Okay. So done with that. So it's a new day. Drew calls Ralph. He says that the moving company came and packed up the house. She's confused because she's like, I thought we was closing at the end of the month. And he was saying that, moving companies are busy. So, you have to, like, when they become available, you have to jump on it. And I'm sitting here listening like, I could believe that if we weren't in the middle of a pandemic. So Drew's upset because he went and made this decision without even talking to her about it. So pretty much the house is closed on this and there's, and when she gets back, she's pretty much going to be going into a new house. Ralph is something sneaky. So Drew is upset. He tells her, "Don't, just relax. I did all this because I don't want you to stress out." He full of shit. You have Portia bringing up the Breonna Taylor case and how they should have a verdict later on that day. Move on to Candy gathering all the girls. So Cindy is outside talking to Mike. She gathers the girls, let them know, like, look, this is what it is. This is what's going down. We about to have this party. Okay, here y'all outfits and whatnot. Don't tell Cynthia, don't fuck it up. So then the girls leave, and then she talks to Kenya and is telling Kenya, that she is upset. Um, and Kenya holding is looking at her like, okay, wait, why are you coming at me like this? And Kenya obviously doesn't want to be yelled at, so she said, well, let's just take this on the balcony. So, and then they calmly talk for the most part. And Candy runs down why she's upset with her. So she first says, the private jet, like, not really, she doesn't mind it, but that was a point of contention for all the women. Okay, cool. The second one is she was like, you went and bought the crab cake. Now I'm cool with you and the jet, but the food, and Kenya is understanding, but there are moments where she's laughing because she thinks that is trivial and that is funny. And then she says also Marlo with the room. Now the crab cake one was her issue. The first one and the Marlo room, Kenya don't really care about that. But then the last thing she said is, but the fact that you disappeared last night and not come back, that was rude. And Kenya tells her that she doesn't have a village and feels like she's not keeping it together given everything that she's going through with Mike. And this is already a conversation that she has thus had with Candy. And Candy pretty much is just like, you shouldn't let Mark sit here and dictate your life all the way from New York. Like, what is you doing? But again, all of this can be summed up in, you need to communicate more effectively. All the mincing of the words, that's all you got to say. And I even put right here in big bold letter, Kenya needs to communicate better. All right. So Kenya apologizes. So they all see the girls. Kenya apologizes to the girls for the lunch and for having her baby. Kind of a dry apology, but an apology nonetheless. Latoya is leading that day's activities. Drew doesn't understand. So the girls outside working out. Drew is sitting and talking with Portia because obviously Drew cannot work out because she still has the boot on. But she's saying to Portia that she just doesn't understand this whole Jekyll Hyde type of mentality where just last night everybody was upset with Kenya and now today it's almost as if nothing happened. So that right there is a point of contention for her. So then we get to the charges of what happened with the whole Breonna Taylor case. Toya says to Tanya, like they didn't experience this level of racism and everything that exists within America being in Canada. And the girls are very distraught when they hear the verdict, which a lot of us were. A lot of us were. And part of it was with that is because everybody was just like, bring them to justice, bring them to justice. Granted, and this is not me defending, but all we wanted as a consensus was for them to be charged. But never did, we say charge them with this, just we want justice for her. They need to be arrested. And then, well, they got, like, he got charged, that one, and yeah, it was a bogus ass charge. So, and it was very insulting, like, oh, you want her charged? Yeah, we'll charge you, just not with what you want. So it kind of sucks to have to relive that. And obviously, Portia took it very hard because she has been on the front lines, fighting for Miss Breonna Taylor. R.I.P. Say her name. So they go out to dinner, and Drew wants to play a game called The Real is the Fakest, which I still don't understand the rules of the game, but okay. Drew starts off with Kenya, and pretty much is referencing how everybody felt. I'm finna scheme through this because I did not take detailed notes because it was stupid to me. Because again, I told y'all already, this whole episode, the summation of it, communication. So Portia said that they all agreed that they will play the game last night. Kenya didn't really agree to it. She said, well, I mean, I did say, let's all go upstairs, put on our jammies, and go to sleep. Like, that was a joke. Seemed like he was trying to make light of it. Marlo says, but that's what you did. Drew tries to refocus the conversation. Kenya, at this point, says she feels attacked, which I can understand why she feels that way, because you pretty much have everybody at the table, minus Latoya, that has an issue with her, and in some way, shape, form, or fashion, it's going from one conversation to another conversation. Like, she's going from talking to this one, jumping in and having to redirect the attention. Understand how that all works out. What I will say is, though all of this was warranted, if Drew really had this problem, there was this. How I normally say, why wait to events and whatnot to have this conversation? Y'all are all out in the house, so Drew could have pulled Kenya to the side and have this conversation independent of the women. But okay. So Kenya says, she made the best decision for her child in that moment. Drew says that explanation would have been good to hear last night, which I've already said that. Just had she just talked through these things and communicated, things would be okay. Kenya gets upset that as she's trying to explain herself, Tanya is ordering food. Now I can understand why Kenya is upset. Now we all know Kenya is a control freak. All eyes on her. We all know that. So I can understand why she's trying to explain herself. It's upsetting her. Like, I'm trying to explain myself. Yet you're talking to the waitress, trying to order some food, and I'm trying to sit here and give you my dang on soliloquy. I understand why she's upset. Yet I understand Tanya. Damn it, I'm hungry. Look, I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000 with you. If even because obviously Tanya doesn't like Kenya, Kenya doesn't like Tanya. So if I'm in a mode where I don't fuck with you, for first and foremost, if I don't fuck with you, I'm probably it's a 99.9% chance I'm not gonna be on a trip with you. But at the same time, if I'm fucking hungry, guess what? I'm hungry. I'm hungry, and I don't understand why they have these conversations and don't at least eat first. Be the stupidest shit ever. So, okay, where I'm at. Tanya feels that they did not get the sincerity of what it was that was going on. And I can agree. An apology was given. Now, Tanya said she didn't apologize. She did apologize. It's just the apology just came off as being very insincere, and let me just say it in the moment. But I will commend Kenya for at least acknowledging within the apology, I did this and I'm apologizing for this, rather than just a blanket I'm sorry. So I'll give Kenya that. So the girls are upset that she's downplaying the events. I would be upset too. Not gonna lie. Kenya gives a monologue about her life as a single mother, and then she gets upset with the girls because they're on their phone. But Tanya pointed out, I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry, but she was on the phone when Tanya was talking to her. So when Tanya was talking to her, you clearly saw her doing this right here. So double standards, and that also came up within this conversation too. Just a whole lot of double standards going on. Definitely was a double standard. Um, she's waiting on Portia to stop using her phone. Portia says, "You don't have to wait on me. I can hear you. Continue." Kenya feels that she's being passive aggressive. Meh, I can see it. I can see it, but at the same time, those two women don't like each other. So when you naturally don't like each other, like someone, you're going to overanalyze what's going on. Was it slightly? It was slightly passive aggressive to me, but again, like I wouldn't care that much that somebody I don't fuck with is not listening to me. I really wouldn't care. But okay, so Portia tells her to go ahead and tell your little sob story. Now look, I don't see it for Portia, but I damn near hollered. I damn near hollered. Is not late, but still I ain't trying to see him be too damn loud, whatnot. But I damn near hollered because I would have been the same one. Like, you can go ahead and tell your little sob story, this and that. That would have been me. Like, I ain't got it to do. Fuck you and fuck your sob story. I don't give a damn. I understand you're a single mother. Damn it. For all intents and purposes, I'm a single mother too. Fuck you and that would have been me. That would I would have started some shit because you not finna keep talking to me like you crazy and singling me the fuck out. You wouldn't have done it. So Kenya, in a roundabout way, tells them, "Don't come for my motherhood, and if you want to be my village, be my village." Cool. Cynthia says to her that she should have just given the women an option to bring their kids, and Kenya feel like she didn't need to give them an option, and that right there starts an uproar. Drew tries to talk to her, and Kenya overtalks her. Kenya's on the defense. Well, she feels that she needs to defend herself, so she's being on the offense while being very defensive. And Drew says that, long story short, they just need to communicate. She needs to communicate better, which is what I've been saying. I'm a broken record right now. Kenya says if she was supposed to tell them, she apologized. And I'm looking like, not Kenya. Kenya. Okay. So they all end with a phony laugh because Shamia said, even if you give a phony laugh, eventually it will take over and become genuine. They do that, and in scene, and after that, the ladies get on the bus. Candy tells them that when they get back, they got 15 minutes to change into their pajamas, and then to be back, I guess, in the living room area, which is going to commence the actual party that we've been waiting all this time for. And more than likely, we're probably gonna get a to be continued at the very end of next episode with all the and smacking and everything and all that shit. So that's my review. Thank you guys so much for watching. I went ahead and got caught up on Little Women Atlanta, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pump those videos out right after this. I'm gonna stop recording this, hopefully. This program doesn't act stupid because I feel it's going to. Upload this, and I'll just go ahead and give you guys 3 reviews right quick, and that'll be it for the night. And all that I'm left with is Bell Collective to do tomorrow. So tomorrow you can expect Bell Collective from me, and also I will be on Scotty by Nature TV's channel for us to do our recap of this week's reality TV shows and of trending topics. And if all goes well this week, I am going to attempt to get caught up on Love and Marriage Huntsville, and if all goes well, I'm either going to give you all the reviews that have come up from this second half of the season, or just give you whatever we get on Saturday. So we shall see, but no promises. But again, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see y'all for Little Women Atlanta. Peace out.